There may not be a single more recognizable character in the history of gaming more than Mario. He has been in countless games of his own, but given his popularity, it's no surprise that he's brought it upon himself to check in on other franchises and make sure that they are doing okay as well. What's up, guys? Jimmy here. Welcome to Chaos Top 10s, and any excuse I can use to do a Mario Top 10, I'm going to do it. We are going to go over 10 games that Mario decided to hide in for this list. We will be looking at non-Mario games that the Red Jumper decided to actually sneak into. Before we get into it, we are running a $200 Amazon gift card giveaway the entire month. All you have to do to enter is like this video, be subscribed, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment why you want to win it with your Twitter handle attached. I will announce the winner at the end of the month on Twitter. Be sure to take advantage of that giveaway and turn on your notifications. There's a little bell. Just click that bell and then it will ask you to check a box. And once you do, you will get an email notification of every video that goes up on the channel. It's the one pretty much guaranteed way that you will get my videos in your sub box. And now, let's go over 10 games that Mario kind of made his own cameo in. At number 10, we have Kirby Superstar and Kirby Superstar Ultra. Released in 2005, Kirby Superstar Ultra is the remake of Kirby Superstar, a classic title for the SNES released 10 years prior. This Mario appearance is featured in both versions of the game, but it's definitely more visible in the Ultra version. At the point in the game where you take on King Dedede in a wrestling ring, if you look around the audience, you will be able to see Mario, Luigi, Toad, and Birdo cheering you as you smack the king around. Definitely a nice little touch, as if it were Nintendo's main characters welcoming Kirby to the family, if you will, as at the time of Superstar's original release, Kirby was starting to become a Nintendo A-lister. Some people would call this number 9 entry the greatest game of all time. I'll leave it up to you guys. I think personally Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, but I'll leave it up to you. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Mario actually makes a pretty visible appearance in one of the castle walls. After you meet Zelda for the first time, she tells you to go and assist her with something. However, you have the option to explore her courtyard instead of leaving immediately. Most gamers just left since Zelda's request was pretty urgent, but if you explore her courtyard a little bit, you'll eventually stumble upon a window that if you look through the window, you'll see framed portraits of Mario and other characters from his universe like Peach, Yoshi, and Bowser. And it's really cool to see cross-universes like this together with classic Easter eggs in the form of Zelda and Mario. At number 8, we have Big Brain Academy, the Wii degree. This quiz game was developed by Touch Generations. That's not a weird name at all, is it? It released for the Wii in 2007 and actually featured Mario as a possible answer to 2 questions. If you play the speed sorting mode, Raccoon Mario can actually appear as a possible answer, and this appearance is a little strange given how realistic the game is, as every other answer to every other question in the game is something in the real world, making Mario seem a little bit out of place. But, come on, you can't really be upset about Mario showing up in your trivia game. Chances are, if you bought a trivia game for your Wii, a little Mario cameo probably made things just a little more interesting because it is a trivia game, so you have to spice it up any way you can. Most of you probably will not remember this entry at number 7, 1080 Avalanche. Do you remember the game at all? Did you ever play the game? It has a massive Mario Easter egg appearance, whatever you want to call it. 1080 Avalanche is a snowboarding game for the GameCube released in 2003, and given it being developed and published by Nintendo, there are bound to be some Easter eggs in it. But if you play on the Midnight City track, keep your eyes open near the end of the actual track. If you keep your eyes on the surroundings after the finish line, you are going to see a huge ice sculpture of Mario in front of the resort with a few construction workers putting their final touches on him. Once again, just paying homage to basically the character, one of the characters, if not the most important character, to build Nintendo's legacy. There are a ton of Mario references in this number 6 entry in the form of Binding of Isaac, such as coin blocks, mushrooms, and other little icons that allude to the red plumber. However, Mario himself actually makes an appearance if you go into the co-op mode of the game. There are a few characters in co-op that aren't available in single player, one of which is our favorite plumber boy, who is clearly Mario once you spawn in as him. In fact, there are tons of other Mario characters in the co-op mode like Luigi, Bowser, and even Chain Chomp. makes an appearance in the game. Let's go way, way back for number 5, Punch-Out. Did you guys know that Mario actually makes 2 appearances in Punch-Out? Many people are aware of the fact that the referee in the game is, of course, actually Mario. That's an easy one. But he has a second appearance at all. As well, if you look super closely at the left side of the audience, you will see Mario watching the fight in his trademark overalls and cap. I'm not sure how he managed to be both the referee and a spectator at the same time, but he did it. I guess that's just another reason why Mario is so awesome. He can pretty much do whatever he wants and show up in whatever game he wants. I mean, this is a boxing game, and here's Mario. This number 4 entry is the best-selling game of all time. All time, people. Tetris. And there have been tons and tons of different versions of it actually released. As many of you know, the modern versions of the game bank on being incredibly difficult, but the original versions of Tetris, the game actually had an ending. You could beat the game. The first version of Tetris featured a little victory dance with random figures and some fun music. However, when the game was ported to the Game Boy and the NES in 1989, Nintendo put their own little flair on the victory screen, of course. The Nintendo Tetris victory screen was basically the same, but instead of random people you didn't know about, you had Nintendo characters like Mario and Luigi. They can be seen doing a little dance, and if you look at the bottom of the screen, you can actually see Link playing the flute and Samus Aran playing the cello. You get Link, Mario, Samus, Luigi all together. That's just a list of iconic Nintendo characters. At number 3, we have Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. This one is a very specific, but it's still pretty awesome. If you're playing Metroid Prime 3 on your Wii, and you have a save file on the same profile as Super Paper Mario save file, your spaceship will get a little bumper sticker of Mario's face. I know this is very small, but it's still a Mario appearance. This one's super fun, but many gamers may have missed it since you have to have played Super Paper Mario on the same console before you actually booted up Metroid Prime 3. But if you do it, it's nice to have Mario's head on the back of your ship as you fly off to go kill things and save the universe. At number 2, we have Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. That is one heck of a video game title. If you've ever played the Monster Hunter games, you're probably aware that this definitely isn't the kind of game that you would expect our fun-loving little plumber to show up on, but he does. There was a DLC expansion released for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate in 2015. A little strange, given that the game was 2 years old at that point, but actually, it put Mario into the game. If you downloaded this expansion and completed a few different tasks, you will be presented with the option to put your partner in a new outfit, and guess what? If you do this, your partner will become a strange monster version of Mario. It definitely looks pretty funny since it's incredibly out of place in the world of Monster Hunter, but like the other games on the list, it's kind of hard to argue with a Mario cameo regardless of what game we're talking about, and it just proves he will show up in any game. And at our number 1 spot today, you would not expect Mario to be in his biggest rivals game, right? Might be a little surprising to you, but we have Sonic the Hedgehog. Given the natural rivalry between Mario and Sonic back in the early days of 2D platforming, you wouldn't expect this at all, but did you know that he actually appears in the original Sonic the Hedgehog game for Sega Genesis? Released in 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog was released in direct response to the success of Mario, as Sega needed something big in order to compete with Nintendo and stay relevant in the gaming market. Sonic was a huge hit, but many people miss Mario's appearance in the second world of the game. In the Marble Zone, you'll pass by tons and tons of random buildings and structures, and it's easy to miss them given how fast Sonic goes, but one of these structures actually has Mario's face sculpted into the wall. This is a nice little nod to the plumber, given the fact that he inspired Sonic to exist in the first place, and it was also a nice little foreshadowing to the future, since the two are actually buddies now. And we don't do honorable mentions very often on this Gaming Top 10 series, but I'm going to do it right here, and Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes actually has a very, very cool Easter egg in the form of, yes, Mario and Yoshi. And I wanted to make sure that you guys saw this one. Forgot to add it to the list, but it needed to be in here because that's a really, really cool appearance, and it deserved a mention. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 games that were not Mario games, but somehow he still squeezed his way into the game. Iconic Easter eggs, to say the least. Hope you guys enjoyed that trip down memory lane. There's a playlist below if you want to check out all the other gaming top 10s that go up. A brand new one every single night. Thank you for all the support on this series as always. Be sure to drop a like. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications on. And if you guys want to submit your ideas for a future gaming top 10, there's a link in the description as well. Who knows? It could end up being a video on the channel. I hope you guys have a great night. I'll be back tomorrow with a brand new video.